One of the things that has been bothering me the past few weeks is too much information. You know so much, but you do so little. Then I decided to, search up on it, and it gave me something called information bombardment. That's what I'm basically going through right now, whereby the brain gets too much data, too much information, than it can reasonably process, and it leads to inaction. Because every day when I wake up in the morning, I have a lot to do. I have a lot to do, but then I don't know which one to start doing because I, I, it's something that I cannot really explain that much, but that's what basically information bombardment means. But how can it affect your life work or what you're doing? It leads to stagnation, really, because when you have so much information, you tend to do so little. Instead, what you should do is you focus on the tasks ahead, that one little minor task that you want to do. You should do it first before moving to another one. You see, like right now, I'm trying to get sales, I'm trying to manage my inventory, I'm trying to reach out to new customers through advertising. But when you have all that going through your mind, when it's time to work, you don't know which one you're going to work on. But when you delegate tasks, I think delegation is the word right there. When you delegate and prioritize taxes. But how do you do that? Let's not be generic or some kind of clickbaity bullshit. How do you prioritize taxes? How do you delegate them? You must first calm your mind and clear it. As obvious as that may sound, but that's really the truth. You must calm and clear your mind. You must, you know, you, if you are having that kind of too much information in your head to process and work to do, you tend to get anxiety. You be anxious all the time. You be anxious all the time because there's too much information and there's so little time to process all what you've done. But when you've calmed your mind down, and say, okay, what's the next little minor thing that I can do towards my goal? That's what honestly I'm working right now through. I perform this kind of ritual every morning. It's not really a ritual, but some kind of a guideline on how I can go through my day. And the first thing I do is, what's the first thing, that little minor thing that can give me a boost to do the next little minor thing when I get to the office? That's what I'm mainly focused on right now. I think it's also important that you do not waste too much time also learning, because you can learn as much as you like, and learning, mind you, it's a very good thing, but you must implement. Implementation is everything, and you gain more knowledge faster when implementing than when you're actually reading or when you're gaining information from YouTube or Instagram or any other sources of information. So I think that's the very important part here. And I want to also talk about how doing little minor taxes has helped improve and give me direction drastically. When you do those little minor taxes, like right now, I'm just in the office about 15 minutes to 30 minutes ago. But then I say, what's the most important thing to do right now that can give me a boost? And it's actually this video. When I'm done with this video, I'm going to move on to recording my sales for the week. When I'm done with that, I'm going to move on to reading new financial words and stuffs. So it's like a step, a ladder. You must choose which one to do now, and then you go on from there and continue step by step. Do not let too much information make you stagnant and unable to do anything. That's why consuming too much social media, it's bad for mental health. Even if you are watching good stuffs like motivation, like how to build a business, how to scale up a business from this to that, how to be better physically, when you have consumed too much and you know everything, then the most difficult thing is to take that first step, because now you know how this works. So what you want what your brain is automatically going to be telling you is that do the best one, do the best one, do the best thing that you think it's possible, but you won't know which one is possible, because from all those videos and all those content you've been taking in, they've all been saying this is the fastest way to do this is the best way to do that, and then you don't take any action because you are stuck thinking about how can I get the best one to reduce me more time and save me the stress of failure, and inevitably you fail by not taking any action.